Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, señores. Estamos aquí hoy para hablar de expresiones con tener. Tener es un verbo que ya hemos visto en la otra clase. Tener es un verbo muy importante. Tener es un verbo muy común. Tener es un verbo que usamos muchísimo. Ahora, welcome back. Today we're going to be discussing expressions with the verb tener. Tener is a verb that we saw in the last section of class. Tener, if you'll remember, means to have. Tener is a verb that we often use to express possession, as in I have 2 cars, I have a book, this sort of thing. Tener, as we also saw, can be used with the word que to mean to have to do something, as in tengo que leer, means I have to read. Tengo que escribir means I have to write. Now, there are many other expressions that we can use with the verb tener. The first one, you can see right here. Yo tengo 10 años. Yo tengo 10 años. And so this is the first one that we'll look at. This would be the answer to the question, ¿cuántos años tienes? Or tiene, if you were speaking more formally. ¿Cuántos años tienes? ¿Cuántos años tienes literally means how many years do you have? That's how we ask how old somebody is in Spanish. And so the response to this would be, I have, and the number, so your age, and then years. Yo tengo 10 años. Yo tengo 32 años, etc. If we want to say how old somebody else is, we say, for instance, mi mamá tiene 50 años. Okay? Very important that we both write and pronounce the ñe and don't use an n there, because this without the ñe, if it were an n, we'd be saying I have 10 anuses. Not something we generally want to be saying. So, yo tengo 10 años means I am 10 years old. Let's look at some other expressions with tener. So, tener, obviously conjugated depending on who we're talking about. Our first expression is tener frío. Tener frío. Tener frío is how we say I am cold in Spanish. Literally what we're saying is I have cold. Okay? Tener calor, to have heat or to be hot. If it's hot outside, ay, tengo calor. Tengo calor. ¿Tú tienes calor? Sí, tengo calor. Notice here I put mucho in parentheses. So, in English we say I am cold, so we say I am very cold. But because in Spanish we'll be saying I have cold, in order to express this idea of I am cold, we need to say I have much cold or a great deal of cold. And so we use mucho. Because frío and calor are both masculine nouns, we need to use the masculine adjective. Tengo mucho frío. Tengo mucho calor. Coming down here to hambre. Tener hambre means I am hungry. Because it's feminine, it's la hambre, we have to say mucha hambre. Tengo mucha hambre. Same goes for thirst. Tener sed. Tener sed. Sed is a feminine noun. Thirst. So tener mucha sed. So to say I am very thirsty, tengo mucha sed. You are very thirsty, tú tienes mucha sed. He is very thirsty, él tiene mucha sed. He is thirsty, él tiene sed. Prisa, tener prisa, to be in a hurry or to be in a rush. Tener sueño or tener mucho sueño, to be sleepy. Tener miedo, to be scared. Tener razón, literally to have reason. This is how we say to be right. Tener razón, to be right. No tener razón, to be wrong, to be not right. Okay, so these are some expressions with tener. They just need to be studied like any other vocabulary. Just keep a strong eye on when we're using mucho and when we're using mucha. In some of the cases it's obvious. Risa you can see is feminine. Sueño and miedo you can see are masculine. Frío you can see is masculine. Some of them though you just have to remember. Okay. Entonces, eso es todo. Hasta luego. A estudiar. Chao.